Yes! Wow, we're
Wow.
back to ATCHAT, right?
Yes. It's been
Nice.
a while, man. I don't know why. Nowadays, every time I see you, it feels like I haven't seen you for a long time.
Yes, and Pastor, now Ramadan season. Look at my outfit, yo.
I don't get it.
It's a Ramadan outfit lah. The color.
I see.
Yes.
This is a baju Melayu, is it?
Apparently lah, but no.
Yeah.
It just looks like one.
But your background not very Ramadan, huh?
Yeah. So represents the mixture of me, Kapchong.
Okay, how are you?
Yes, good. It's been exciting.
Yes.
And today's topic is exciting as well.
Yes.
Talks about serving and all right. But how are you? Wow, you are the master of serving. Wow, you're involved in a lot of things, Pastor.
Honestly speaking, I've been very busy. The reason why we've gone live maybe 1 minute late
Yes.
is because I actually just got off the phone
Right.
with somebody who called me to ask me questions about an upcoming conference.
Okay.
That, I and you, by the way, Kanesh is part of organizing.
Yes.
And we didn't plan to do this, but since you asked me the question, we're actually going to have a conference called Revolution Conference.
All right.
And this conference is for everyone who is a leader in whatever capacity. So you're serving as a leader in your youth ministry all over Malaysia, wherever you are. So this conference is for you.
Right.
And we since if you're watching and you're listening, if you're a leader, we would love for you to be at the conference. So either DM us and find a way to get in touch with us, and we'll give you more information.
Yes. I think that's good. Yeah. I think we can promote that along the program as well. So we got content. Okay, cool. Yes. Revolution Conference. For leaders, we want to encourage everyone in their, as they lead their youth ministry. Okay, cool. We're going to talk about serving today, and I really like today's poster. It is such a meme, right? With Elmo, and then the doggy that says it's okay, or what's it like? It's fine. Yes, so we're gonna talk about serving. I want to talk about time management in the context of church. How busy is too busy.
And I also see the word burnout there somewhere, huh?
Yes. So we want to cover all that because it seemed to be the common lingo in people these days.
Wow, really, huh?
Then they start to say, very tired, busy, got this, got that, and then the last portion is burnout already.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have 3 people with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they all burnout or what?
I know, we'll find out later.
Okay, we'll find out later.
Yes. So all 3 from X-Teens. And I believe 2 of them they are leaders of X-Teens, right? In various capacity.
Okay.
And 1 more just happened to be a guy who really loves serving. And he served together with me in the epic team. Okay, so let's introduce all 3 of our panel. We have today Aaron, Koo, Arielle, and Amelia.
Whoa! Hey, notice now, Kanesh, they all have wonderful names.
Yes.
Because all the names start with the letter A.
That's right. The organizers say purposely. Have to show their A game.
Yes.
The triple A.
Yay!
Hey.
I also yay.
Hey.
Good.
Yes. Imagine all the 3A in front of Aaron's name. It becomes from Aaron to Aaron.
Aaron.
If it's 1A,
you want to say his whole name also, you burn out already.
Okay, cool. We let them introduce themselves one by one.
Sure.
So maybe share with us your name, what dream team, or in X-Teens we call the serving ministry as a dream team, right? So your name, if you want to disclose your age, do that. What dream team you're in, how's your experience like, and then you just pass it to the next person. Maybe we start with Amelia.
Hey, hi guys. So my name is Amelia, and I'm currently serving in the PC team. So my age is 19. I'm 19 this year. I've been serving in X-Teens for about 6 years now. And I would say I learned a lot throughout my journey of serving. Yeah.
Can you, for the benefit of those
Yes.
watching from all over the world, from like Langkawi,
The
Ujung
11,000
Batu,
people watching.
the
Yeah.
11,000 people, what is PC? Because I think Kanish, people think it's the personal computer.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. What is PC and what do you do? Yeah.
Okay, so PC is basically a short form for program coordinators. So we
that's
are
right.
people that coordinate the whole program for the service, and we basically time the whole service to make sure that everything is on time. Yeah.
Wow. Very good.
Right. I think there's more to it lah, right, Pastor? Like they literally set the whole program.
Yes, before the game, before the actual day itself, they are the ones that schedule all the different items in the program, right?
Yes,
How
yes.
much time each item is needed and all things like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Probably one of the most important role in
Yeah.
handling an event.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yes, that's Amelia. Let's move on to Arielle.
Yeah, hi guys. My name is Arielle. I'm 15, and the dream teams I mean are host and decor, and like those small like temporary teams like those committee kind of group. Yeah.
Okay. So can you describe a little bit about what y'all do? And by the way, dream teams for all of you 13,000 people watching. Like we are not talking about basketball, not basketball. Dream team means a team with a dream. Okay, people with a common dream, same dream, they form a team. So when Ariel said decor team, so presumably it's a team of people that dream about decor lah. I don't know. So we'll let Ariel describe or explain to us what are the dream teams that she's involved in, what they do.
Like the name suggests, we just do the decor before service starts. So like it won't look so empty and bare. And for hosts, like just shake hands. Wait, no, we don't shake hands now. I can't sing. But yeah, we do that kind of stuff and like collect those small behind the scenes jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, for the benefit of everyone, let me just show the deco part to it. Look at that. Yes.
Wow, amazing lah. Ariel, how do you all make the confetti like just float in the air and not fall down?
I don't know. We cannot reveal our secret.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
deco.
for
That's
all of you
right.
out there wondering how this is done, the only way to find out is come to X-Teens lah.
Yes, and join the deco team.
That's right. How to make confetti float.
Okay, Aaron. Let's talk about you. Maybe share a little bit about what you do and yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Aaron. I currently serve in. Okay, there's too much to mention. Let's see: Espresso, Exposure, Epic, M&M. Pretty sure there's a few more, but I can't remember.
You're the guy that does everything, lah, right?
Wow.
Okay. But which
That's a
one
lot.
do you consider your main dream team? Like where you invest a lot of time in?
In my opinion, I would say it's either Epic or I think M&M. Yeah.
Cool. Wow.
And yeah, that's nice. And what do you do? And what's M&M? Is the chocolate?
The rapper.
Yeah. Eminem. Yeah. So what do you do in M&M?
It stands for Media and Marketing.
Wow.
Basically, do you guys know the X-Teens webpage, Instagram and Facebook? All those pictures, yeah, they're done by the M&M team.
So
It stands for Media.
Okay.
Right.
Basically,
Hey.
Wow, I can hear you. Going. Wow.
Okay. Hey, so is there any like post that you recently posted that we can try to relate to? Or you don't do that part of M&M?
haven't yet.
Okay. Soon we will see
Yeah, soon.
Aaron's artwork on our social media on Instagram, make sure you put your name there.
Yeah, so everyone therefore must follow our
Yes.
Instagram account
Yes.
at XTeens. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And you always said it right in the chat group. Aaron, the busy man.
Busy dude.
Busy dude. Okay, let's play a short game before we get into questions. But just slightly before that, welcome back to ATCHAT, everyone. I know some of you may have just come in. Today we're going to talk about also wanting to serve. Today we want to talk about that. What we want to reach is to help you avoid burnout, lah. All right, and we really want to talk about that. Now, you can look at the top left section of your screen. There is a QR code where you can type out that QR code will lead you to a Slido where you can type out any questions you have related to serving and time management and burnout, and we would like to get your questions answered. Or if you have any testimonies, or if you just want to use that place to vent out your frustration as an anonymous person, do that. It is a safe space and we will not judge you. Yeah, we will judge and not judge you. But yes, just use that platform. It's really just for you. And yeah, so let's do a quick activity. It's just for fun, really, just to get things moving. This is how this activity is gonna go. On the screen, you can actually see a series of questions. So let's say we ask Arielle a question, right? Oh, no. Let's say the question is for Arielle, right? Four of us, which is not Arielle, is going to answer that question. And then Arielle, you will choose what is most relatable to you, alright? And of course, in the question, there is also this thing called a taboo word, meaning whatever we answer, right? We cannot write the taboo word in the answer. Okay, so it's just trickier that way. Now, you as viewers and spectators, if you are tuning in, be part of this, meaning you can also write answers to the question shown on the screen, and we would like to talk about it. All right, cool. All of us have prepared a pen and paper. You can see, yeah, like that, and that's how we're gonna answer our question. You see? Pass.
I have to read also, is it?
Yes. Yes,
Wow.
like that. Wow, the background. Okay, cool. Let's start our first question. All right. First question is, which ministry do you think Aaron will best shine in? So basically, we cannot say epic, deco, or host. We must say other than that lah. But I just found out he's doing M&M and everything.
So we're all gonna put the same answer.
Ayo, cacat lah. Okay, so what do you think? Let's also say no to M&M lah, right? That's a new taboo. Okay, so looking at Aaron, let me see.
So when did we put up the answer?
After I finish writing. Okay. Oh, you will say stream team. PC and stream team. Yeah, she's gonna say that for everyone. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
Amelia and Arielle, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hey.
Wow, like that one, cannot see.
Wow, cannot see. Eminem. Wow, two people right? Exposure leh. Okay. Before that, let me just qualify this. I think right. Yes, I think in X-Teens we need a dream team for fashion, because right, our MCs go on stage, right? People like me, we don't know how to wear properly, so we need people to dress us up. Anyway, I thought Aaron's fashion is quite cool lah. He can be a fashion designer. But wow,
Yeah.
Eminem not counted. But we got two people who wrote espresso. Why?
Exposure lah, they wrote.
No. I was saying Mandy. Mandy says espresso.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but yeah, two people say exposure. Amelia, why do you think so?
Because just now he mentioned he's part of exposure team.
Ayo. Arielle, you also think so, is it? Because he mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Aaron, what do you think? If you cannot be an epic, deco, host, or M&M, right? What would be your next best that you think you'll really shine in?
Maybe exposure, because I have very deep passion for it.
See, we all learned a new thing today. Deep passion for photography.
Wow.
So, Mandy, Espresso, CMI. Okay, let's go next question. All right. If Arielle, no. If Arielle does not serve in deco, where do you think she will serve? Wow, and you cannot say PC XTV and Espresso. And
You
you
cannot
is
say host also, right? Because I did.
oh yeah. Actually, I didn't know you're a host lah. Okay, we can't say host also, but you is again stream team. Let me see.
Wow.
I think you Okay, ready?
No.
What does everyone else think if you are viewing? What does Arielle look like?
Okay.
Okay.
On ready.
Alright. Wow, you always say MC. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Cannot say deco. I didn't put deco. No, if Arielle does not serve in deco, so you can. Ayo, Aaron. Fail lah. True stories. Is True Stories a dream team? I thought it's just like a thing. Faster.
Can start, ma?
Like fashion. Okay. Yeah. Why True Stories lah? Because her face looks true lah.
Because you like story,
Arielle, what do you think? So you have True Stories, you have MC. A lot of people say MC lah. Actually, maybe you should really try.
Yeah lah.
Yes.
I don't like on stage. I actually didn't think of anything. I was going to say like nothing. But then Pastor Andy wrote True Story. I think I would actually.
Okay.
I like the concept a lot.
Nice. Yes. That's good. So we will recruit you for True Stories. Next question. If Amelia chooses to lead a ministry, what would it be? Wow, all these 3 questions.
Wow.
But this is more on leadership, Wow. Currently, Amelia, you're leading PC, is it?
Yeah, PC team.
Yes. So we cannot choose PC, host, and devotion.
Oh.
And
Wow.
Amelia.
Ready?
Wow, True Story also. Someone said True Story. Actually, I don't know leh.
We have one question on Slido so far.
Okay.
We'll bring it up later. But if you're watching this and waiting for us to write our answers, you can drop in your questions in our Slido. Okay. You can find the QR code on the top left of the screen.
Yes. Okay. I'm ready. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ta-da!
Yes. Wow, I put a follow-up dream team. Saw that or not? Because Amelia is so good at following up. All her small group, all regulars. Let's see. Samantha said Espresso. Yue said True Story. Pastor Andy said Revo. Wow, Revo is a dream team also. Yes. Bagus. Amelia, what do you think?
I think I'll consider Revo and also like follow up lah. If there's really a follow up thing.
Actually, you've been very passionate about Revo, right? And
Yeah.
I think you're also involved in one in your campus, right?
Yeah.
Wow, you best lah. You really top server. Okay, next question. Let's go. What do you think Aaron does during his pastime? Wow. During Aaron's free time. Cannot say study or Mobile Legend. This is where Mandy should reply because Mandy knows Aaron quite well, right?
Pastime. Pastime means free time, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't say study. Can't say Mobile Legends.
Basically game lah. We can't say game lah. Wow, rock bang. Errands. Brian said errands. What a simple word. Okay. I am more optimistic lah. So, I'm ready.
Okay. I think I am too.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I wrote follow up again. Sleep. Aaron, I got your back, bro. I know you follow up with people. I know you don't sleep during your free time.
I think he do follow up while sleeping. Ah.
Aaron, what do you think? Are you a sleeper? Get it, sleeper.
No.
Aaron, y'all don't know Aaron well enough.
Sleep is for the weak, huh? Or the tired. Or the tired.
Sleep is the majority answer. Well, I know Aaron actually is very, very involved in his CF lah, so maybe he does a lot of CF stuff. Okay, next question. Let's go. If Arielle
Okay,
does
but
not...
Aaron answer.
Oh, what?
Did
what's
Aaron
the-
answer?
Aaron,
What will you do?
what would you do during your pastime?
Can I play games too, like PUBG?
Okay. If Arielle does not turn up during X-Teens on Saturday, wow, because Arielle always turn up for X-Teens on Saturday, she is most likely to be, and we cannot say sick or out of town. So what happened to Arielle? Yeah. For sleep again. Sleeping.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, go! Wow, missions, way. Visiting another church. Hang out with friends.
Ready when you are.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. I put no internet. Wow, big group call.
Si kira do small group lah, do big group lor.
Assignment or hang out with people. Wow, Amelia will do assignment and not do small group call. So relatable. What does the others think? No one said anything. Wow, but Amelia, what do you think? What would you be doing if you're not doing a small group call? And probably why would you not do a small group call on that particular week?
I think it's most likely because if I have like another important meeting,
Okay.
yeah, then like I can't do small group call.
That's why I say big group.
Right.
Much bigger, more important. Wow.
Okay. Alright, that's all for activities we have today. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you everyone for being part of this. Now we want to talk about this thing about no time to lose, about serving, about time management in the context of church, and how how important is it to manage time well, and how can we do it so that people will not fall into this trap of burnout, right? Do you want to answer the Slido question first or later, Pastor?
Maybe later. Give a bit of context first. Yeah.
Okay, maybe later lah, but give it a context first. Awesome. Yeah, so okay, so I will start with a question, but just for everyone to know that you have the Slido link on the top left of your screen. Is a QR code. Just scan it, type it in your Slido, no time to lose, and you get to ask any question to us. We'll try to attempt to answer, or if you have any struggle that you want to share with us as an anonymous person, just type it out there, and maybe we'll try to help you out with things like that. So my question is this, right? To either of you, Amelia, Aaron, and Arielle, or maybe even three of you can answer. But this is a question because serving, especially in X-Teens, right? Different churches may have different things or way that they serve, but serving in X-Teens actually, to a certain extent, does take time, right? It does require you to put effort. There's preparation involved. There is meeting before the Saturdays. Sometimes people think serving is just the Saturday thing, the 2 to 6 thing, but it does happen on a weekday where you need to prepare, you need to have meetings, you need to meet up with people and make sure things happen and all that, right? And all that happens on weekdays. But then you also have school to do on weekdays, you have parents on weekdays, you have family dinner on weekdays, you have your CFs on weekdays, your revel group on weekdays. You have a lot of things happening lah, basically, and serving is one of them. How do you manage it, right? How do you manage it? Let's start with Aaron. Aaron, since you are in many dream teams, right? How do you actually really manage it or you don't manage it at all?
For me is that X teams mostly happen on Saturdays, and it just depends on which team needed me, because there since I've been in so many teams, but like not all teams necessarily have to have my help. So it depends mostly on which team would just come to me and just ask me for my help. And if let's say for espresso they need me to buy some stuff for the preparation, I will mostly take the, maybe let's say on the X-Teens day itself, it starts at around 3 or 4 o'clock. I'll always go in the morning to submit to get the stuff first so that I can make preparations earlier. And yeah, I think that's it. Don't really have anything else to say.
Okay.
I don't really have my own schedule.
Okay. But actually, it's quite interesting because although you said that you might be involved in a lot of dream teams, and although it might seem scary, right, to many other people that you're involved in many dream teams, but probably the reality is that it still works by schedule. So you are still being rostered accordingly, or you place yourself in a position where you help dream teams that are in needs, and therefore you may not fall into the trap where you feel like there's too much going on. Although it may look too much on the outside, but actually, it's not as scary as people think it is. That's just how you're putting it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Ariel, how about you?
Well, the
How do you
question
how do you manage? Yeah.
uh, with school and everything, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, I just go with the flow, you know.
First of all, before you answer further, do you feel like you're managing it well at the moment? Like do you personally feel like, yeah, I think I'm managing it quite well, or do you feel like, oh man, I can do better?
I'm in a lot of teams, but the work isn't. I haven't reached that point where the work is like so much that I need to like organize everything. So now I think going with the flow is easy for me lah. Like it's good for me.
Okay.
But when it's a lot, I think
Ariel?
am I back?
Yeah.
Am I
You're
back?
back. Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Even is a sorry, where did I leave off again?
So you said that
Yeah.
you said that if it's a lot and then you're trying to explain something along that line.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. When it's a lot, what I do is I put it down in a calendar, like my phone calendar. So it's just easy to like see.
Okay.
Yeah, and to make sure like things don't clash, like meetings don't clash,
Okay.
and yeah, because it has happened before where like last minute realize, oh my gosh, I need to do two things.
Okay.
So I need our help. And
Okay.
and I try to get as much done in every day as possible. But there's this Chinese proverb like 今日事今日毕. It's like whatever you can do today you do, so that everything I can do I just squeeze and
Right.
so I won't cram until like Friday night to hand in something that's on Saturday like that.
Wow, that is such a Ganesh thing, man. Everything, dude, tomorrow, still got tomorrow. Everything is tomorrow.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
always tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow, Pastor, you're buzzing quite bad, huh?
Is it until now? Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Bzz. Yes.
Let me try to adjust,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you continue talking lah.
Okay. Amelia, how about you? You know, I know you are in college now, and definitely as a college student, you have more on your plate. You have group assignments all coming in, and you're also very much involved with campus revel and all that, right? And all that plus X teams, and you're leading the PC team. And PC is about preparation, planning, and all that. How is it for you? How do you manage it?
I think for me, like how I juggle between my studies and also serving or like other responsibilities I have is I try to have a good time management. So for instance, if like I'm serving on that week, then I'll try to list down what meetings I have, how much time I need for whatever preparation that I need to do, and also schedule other things that I have to do according to priorities. So whatever that is important, I will like finish it off first. And I will try to write things down, like what Ariel said, to write it down in my calendar, write it down in my reminders. Because if you don't write it down, it's more likely that you are going to forget like what you need to do for the day. And if you write it down, you are able to like manage your time better in a way. And I would say if you have a good time management, you actually have time to do all the things you need to do and serve in church as well. Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Wow, best. Where's the buzzing sound?
There was a mosquito lah somewhere. Yeah.
Wow, you breed mosquito, huh? That must be a big one.
Very big one. Inside the microphone, yes. Now it's gone.
Awesome. Just relating to what Amelia has shared, scheduling, putting it into a calendar and planning in advance. I find that particularly pretty effective for me as well, because I find that if I have put things into calendar, I have an expectation of what's going to happen within my day or my week, and so I'm mentally prepared, and not appear on a Thursday and then like, oh yeah, so many things to do, and then suddenly I'll feel like just thinking about it makes me tired, and then people tops up to it, ask me to do something extra, I'll get agitated because like, oh, I already got so many things to do, and you still ask me to do something, because probably mentally I wasn't prepared. But this whole calendar thing, right, is really, it's a powerful thing lah. I learned it in high school. I never practiced it until I had to do it like recently.
Yep.
Yes.
I also like what Ariel said earlier about like if you can do it today, do it today.
Wow.
And not leave it to tomorrow. In fact, I heard somewhere on radio once. I've always held to that principle in a way, but I never really actually thought that it was actually a scientific thing. But I heard on the radio that experts have done research on how if you think of doing something and you don't do it within 2 minutes and you don't write it down somewhere, right? That means no reminder. You thought of doing something, you don't do it within 2 minutes, you'll forget it.
Wow, 2 minutes.
It's very high chance you'll forget it after, unless of course you write it down or you got a reminder. But otherwise, yeah.
Oh, that's good, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 minutes, super fast, way. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
That means
sharing.
within the 2 minutes you have to. If you don't think you can do the thing itself, you can at least within the 2 minutes put in a reminder or in your calendar.
Right. That's why people always forget.
Yeah.
Okay, those of you watching, you learned something new today. The 2 minutes rule. Yes. Okay. This question is for teens, but of course, Amelia, you are 19. As you have mentioned, so probably applicable to you as well. But I'm actually quite curious and interested to know as well. So the question is like this: as a teenager, right, you have a certain form of responsibility at home, all right, where you are expected. As a son and a daughter, right, you're under covering of a house or of your home, your family. You're expected to excel well in your studies, and therefore you strive in your studies. You take tuition classes, you spend more time on your studies at home, and by doing that, right, it does takes time lah. And then you have but basically what I want to ask, right, is this whole family and serving thing, because a lot of time, right, when what stops us from serving could be also our household matter, like responsibility of studies, being there with your family, just hanging out with them, going jalan-jalan, makan, holiday, family and family and family. What are your thoughts on that? And how do you, is it like a family is a priority kind of a thing that once family call, then no choice, I have to answer to that? Or yeah, any takeaway that any thoughts that you have on this? Okay, let me put it into a question lah. So if let's say this Saturday, you know that you're rostered to serve, right? And then your family come out and say, hey, family time this Saturday. How is it? Is it that there's only one answer to it? Follow family or follow serving, or is there a way to manage things better? And anyone? Or I will choose. Let's start with Ariel.
Oh, is there a way to manage it?
How would you manage it?
If there's family plans and then need to go and serve, is it? Like that.
Yeah, so you're caught in between lah.
What has happened before is there was a family plan, then there was ATL, and I was like supposed to do decor, I think. And I think I cannot remember any time that like my parents like forced me to go to the family thing. I think because my parents know that detail is important to me, and if I think also because they've seen like growth in myself, in me from going like every Saturday, and that it's not a waste of time, then they reschedule. Like they will make sure that they work around SPL. So it has never happened. But usually it doesn't happen actually. Like, I cannot remember skipping ATL for like a lunch family thing. But I remember leaving ATL early a few times for a dinner thing, but it was always like working around ATL. Yeah.
Wow, fortunate family, good family that you have. Very supportive of you and your ministry. How about Aaron and Amelia? Like, yeah.
I'll go first.
Yes,
So I think
yes.
for my family also quite similar because I've been serving for quite a long time already, and my parents know that Saturday is for active life, and eventually they won't touch my Saturday lah. But I would say like if your family have plans on Saturday itself and they want you to join, try to talk to them about it and try to tell them about how much you want to attend Axis Life and how much serving mean to you, and also prove to them to if your family is not a Christian family, just try to prove to them that serving actually will change you and how you grow from serving and how you can still do well in your studies despite you still go to Axis Life every Saturday. Yeah.
Right. Cool. So I'm not trying to put any family down if there's any family that is not very supportive in serving. But there are instances where situations like this happen, and I like what you say, that at least try to communicate. And if your parents still say no, you follow me because it's also an important event, then it is what it is lah. But the conversation is good to happen, right? To also show that because you serving is also a responsibility that you have taken up and a commitment that you've given to your team in ATL. So if you just ditch them, I think it's not just communicating to the family, but also communicating to your dream team, and all that. But Aaron, any thoughts on your side on this matter?
For me, it will be the same thing as Amelia. If you have having difficulty, you can talk to your parents about it. But like in my case, I don't really have a, like what you said, fortunate family. My family is not really a Christian supportive type of thing going on. What I would normally do is that because my family, they're very independent, they will mostly work from Mondays to Sundays even. But if they were to have a family time, they would always have it on Sundays, so which is very strategic for me. But like if they plan to have family time on Saturdays, what I will always do is that if can, I'll try to serve by serving at home lah. Basically, like let's say Eminem needs me to edit something that I can edit it just by sitting down my chair at home.
Right.
But like if it's something physical, then maybe I will in the morning I'll go to church and settle it. Then in the afternoon I'll return back to my house and have my quality time lah. But like most of the time, if my family have family meetings and stuff, I wouldn't really attend. I will always be out. But like if it's really important, like wedding or anything, then yeah, I have no choice. I have to attend. Because you know, Asians culture, if you don't attend something important, they're gonna slipper fly to you, can already. Yeah. So basically just talk to your parents about it, like, in my opinion.
Okay, thanks for sharing. That's very true, very real, and I think I resonate more with Ariel. I didn't really have my family keep on being at the back of me, but I also understand there are many teens who has this lah. Whenever they are passionate to serve and all that, but there's also household matter that probably is stopping them and all that. So I hope whatever that's being shared today blesses our viewers' heart. At least encourage them to speak to your family about it. Or do speak to your family about it. Communicate it to them, and it work out for good. Yeah.
I think
Yes.
communication is very important. Otherwise, we have to assume, right? Since it's not communicated, we all have to make up our own minds about something. So I think I really like what has been shared so far, and it all involves communication one way or another, lah. Yeah.
Okay. Any questions from the crowd? We still have one on Slido that we haven't covered. Just hang on for that because we do want to talk about burnout slightly after this question. But this question from me is actually more out of curiosity because I have approached teenagers to serve in Axis Live before, and I'm sure Pastor Andy and Ariel as a Dream Team coordinator, you probably has done that before. Also Amelia. But this is a very famous phrase that people. Ariel, you switch off your camera. Yes, you just minimize yourself. Okay, but this is a very popular response from teenager. Basically, whenever we approach people to serve, they seem to answer it this way: "I'm busy," right? "I am busy," or "Let me think about it. I'll get back to you. I'll pray about it." But it's nice phrases, but they don't actually get back to you. They don't actually. I don't know if they actually think about it, but people leave it hanging, or "I'm busy." It seemed to be popular lah, these phrases. Can I probably as a person who wants to understand more, why is it this way? Like, is it because teenagers are just maybe serving is not a thing anymore, like it's not an in thing, or that it's not fun, it's no more joyful and all that, but why? Or is it really really busy, and by busy meaning busy what kind of a thing? Any thoughts from the three of you? Also, if you're watching, do type it out. If you say you're busy, what do you mean by busy? We'd like to get to know you more. All right, let's go. Aaron, you can start with this.
Can repeat the question? I don't really get it.
So when a teenager say "I'm busy, I don't want to serve," what do you think they mean?
I think because I haven't been really in this type of scenario, but like
because you are that guy, right? So you can share. Actually, it's fine. You can share. What do you think you mean when you say things like that? Are you trying to shoo people off or something? Yeah, just go ahead and just share your thoughts with us.
Okay, for me, I think if a person says they're busy, I will always think that they're on something very important, and it's like cannot be avoided or some sort lah. But like from now, because since I always ask my friends what are they busy with, because I'm just that nosy, and they always reply that they are busy with family problems, they're busy with studies, they're busy with many kinds of things lah. But the most common answer I receive is laziness lah, because they're just that honest with me.
Okay.
Okay.
So instead of saying busy, they'll say I'm lazy lah.
It sounds almost the same, right?
But no, busy is not lazy. Busy is doing a lot of things.
Correct. Yeah. But instead of saying lazy, they use busy lah. I mean, it sounds the same.
Okay.
But I think when Kane says he's busy, he means something else. But we're asking what do teens mean when they say they're busy, right?
Yes. So Aaron is saying sometimes it's laziness lah. But is it right to assume that when people say busy, I can assume they are lazy, Aaron?
I don't think so, cause
Okay.
now nowadays, from what I observe nowadays, many teens are actually struggling with family problems,
Okay.
and I don't think
Right.
laziness is the main factor, because if even though you're lazy, at some point of your heart and your feeling, you would just want to serve no matter what. But like, if you're actually busy, then it will always be either family problems, studies, or other things. Cannot really like assume they're lazy, because we can't really judge them first if we don't know what they're actually going through. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So then how about this? Maybe it's too much, too quick, too presumptuous to assume that when someone says lazy, then when someone says busy, we assume they're lazy, right? That's not good, right? But what do you think about this other assumption that when someone says busy, it's likely something else? How about that? I mean, when they say I'm busy, but the reason is not really busy. There is another reason. Could be family problem, could be laziness, could be something really important, could be don't know what else to say. So is it safe to assume that when someone says busy, majority of the time, it's actually something else? There is something else going on. What do you think about that assumption? It's still an assumption, but what do you think about the assumption? Anyone can answer.
True.
Maybe it's true. That means a high chance it is true.
Yeah.
Okay. But how do you all feel as teenagers, right? When let's say, Arielle, hey, can you serve in this thing? And then Arielle say, no lah, I'm busy. And then based on what we just discussed here, I am to assume that it's not really busy, it's something else. Okay.
Can I answer?
Yeah. Please do.
I feel when teens do it, when teens say that, it's always like Aaron said, or like Pastor Danny said, it's always a cover up for something that they don't want to share. Like it can be laziness, can be family problems, can be their own mental health is like not very good at the moment and stuff. But then when you ask, oh, what are you busy with? And then you don't say anything else, you just ask like that. If you don't add, if you don't mind sharing, or like you don't add, it's okay if it's too personal. Then it's as I think if I receive that message as a teen, I'll feel like the person is being a bit nosy lah, like and then they don't say like it's okay if you don't want to share. It's like really they just want to find out, as if they don't trust you that you're really doing something else. Even though like teens will always have their own reasons.
So what do you suggest would be a good or better response? Like, hey, Arielle, can you serve? No lah, I'm busy. Then what's the next move?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Go ahead, Arielle. No, you're lagging, Arielle. You pull plug because you didn't want to answer. Is it?
She's busy.
No, but I think it's important. It's important for us to understand as well, because
can you ask why you busy? I would do that as well.
Right.
Okay, she said can still ask, but maybe
okay.
I have to guess because she got cut off, right? But ask in a nice way, I guess, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Now I thought it is good for us to know, so because we want teenagers to serve,
yeah,
right? But we can't just stop at the word busy, because then forever no one will be serving lah. Because once people say busy, then we like okay, we back off. I think maybe Arielle, you're right. We have to ask a bit more tactfully, and hopefully the teen will also choose to serve later. Okay, I'm just gonna rapidly move on because of time. We have questions on burnout, and we go directly to it. All right. Okay, so let me ask this question. This is from anonymous in Slido. and you have asked the question, how do you spot how do you spot burnout before it happens, and how do you get out of burnout if you feel that you're already burnt out? So before you get burnt out, how do you spot yourself like, oh, I'm going to burn out soon? Or if you're already burnt out, how do you get out of it? That's the question.
Okay.
Yeah. Amelia, do you want to take this up since earlier
Yeah.
you missed
Yeah,
out in
can.
sharing? Yeah, go ahead.
I think like how do you spot possible burnout is when you feel tired about serving, and like when you think that you are dragging your foot each week to serve, and it's not something that you want to do, but more of like because you're obligated to do it, because you're holding that role, that responsibility, so you need to do it, but you don't feel like doing it, that kind of thing. And I think that is one of the more obvious um, ways to spot that you're going to burn out very soon, because you're not happy to do whatever that you are called to do. Yeah, more likely because you are having a lot on your plate, or like you're not juggling your emotions well, or maybe you're going through something difficult. Yeah, and how do you get out of burnout if you're already burnout? Uh, I think like one thing people always say, right, when you're burnout is to take breaks. But actually I don't really like agree with that, because even though taking breaks is good, but sometimes people take too long breaks and they just get into their comfort zone and they don't come out to serve anymore. So I would say like one thing is definitely to talk to someone, because having a person or even a community or just a group of friends to be able to journey your hardships in terms of serving with you, or yeah, to be able to just talk it out with you, and to also suggest like different solutions for you to be able to get out of this burnout is definitely will be better than taking breaks. Of course, if you feel like you really need a break, please do so. But I would suggest to not take too long breaks. So if you want to take a break, take shorter breaks, and try to readjust back into serving after your short break. Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Pastor, do you think that answers the question? If yes, we can move on.
Well, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I like the answer.
Yes.
I think if I were asking the question and I hear Amelia sharing that, I feel like she really has helped me lah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have another two questions from Slido. Just nice, one for Arielle, one from Aaron, one for Aaron. Okay. Who to seek help from when drowning? How to seek help if the one who is supposed to be on the lookout for other people can't even take care of themselves? Whoa. Okay. You understand the question? If not, let me try to. So basically, this person is asking. Okay, let's say I'm drowning. Who should I seek help from? And how do I seek help from my so-called leader when I feel that my leader is also cannot take care of themselves, is also drowning? So I'm at that position now. What should I do? Any thoughts? What would you do, Arielle?
What
Yeah,
would I do?
if you're at that situation. Yeah.
Um, Maybe this is not like super related, but usually my first step is I will try to find a time slot where I'm just alone with God, and I complain and I rant and I say everything that I want to say first. Then after that, I will try to think about like who I consider my close friend. I think it's very important to like set already like who are the main people that you can go to. And personally, I also remind them like if like got anything, you can also like just call me or you can text me, because if like you don't do that, like if you only relying on your mentor and your mentor is really like super busy, or your leader is like bombarded with work and you really cannot bring yourself to tell her because you know she's struggling. I feel like a lot of teens will like turn to social media or like, and like sometimes we post, sometimes as teens I guess we post a lot of like, we post on Instagram and it's in a way calling for help. But when people respond, we are picky. We select like who we want to who we want to like ask for help from, who we want to who we want to receive help from. So that and people who want to help you like in the end will kind of like get rejected. It's really not killing two birds with one stone. Like sometimes you might think it is also better to just set a circle of friends. I mean, like you set in your heart like who is people that you know you can rely on, and if you really need someone to talk to, and just call the person. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, thanks for sharing, Arielle. I think that was really good. But I'm gonna point this question back to Pastor Andy, because you lead the Extins ministry. What would you say to people who are burning out, and more on a structural view of Extins, right? Who can they reach out to in this context where if they feel that they can't reach out to the leader because they feel that this leader is also, probably drowning. Yeah.
Well, I think there are different people that can reach out to. I think that's why before burnout happens, there needs to already be this kind of structure in place where like okay lah, I share from the context of ATCHAT, right? So like for me personally, I would have my mentor. But besides my mentor, I will also have my ministry leaders. So let's say I'm in X teams and I have my X teams leader, whoever that may be. So for a team, it may be your small group leader, it could be your city advisor. But besides that, you've got your small group around you. So peer accountability that helps also. And of course, we do encourage like guy talking to guy, girl talking to a girl, for safety precautions and things like that. Yeah, so I feel like having different safety nets in place, because yeah, there may be sometimes where you feel like, oh, I can't talk to pastor about this particular thing, or maybe he's not the first person I will be comfortable talking to. So I think if the structure only allows you to talk to the pastor, then it won't be a very helpful structure for the young person, right? But I guess a young person also need to recognize like, okay, maybe I'm more comfortable telling my peer about this particular issue, but I need to recognize that my peer may not be the best person to help me out of this issue. So while sharing with my peer may be a starting point, I think the young person need to know within him or herself that, you know what, I may need to escalate this higher up, to someone a little bit more mature or more experienced to help me. But whichever way you go, I will really strongly discourage not talking about it, like keeping it to yourself. I will also strongly discourage talking to people that may not share the same values as you. And so one of the most basic value as a Christian is ultimately we are all followers of Jesus Christ. It's his value, his principles that we follow. So if you talk to someone who share the same value as you, as in Jesus, that will always be a much better option than to just talk to someone on maybe social media that you don't even know what they believe in. Yep. Does it help? Hopefully it helps.
Great. Thanks for sharing, Pastor. All right, it's 9 o'clock, and Extins chat usually ends at 9, but I'm seeing actually a lot of questions coming in from Slido. Unfortunately, we will not be able to answer everything at this moment, but we have captured all your questions and we'll attempt to answer them one way or another, whether it's through service, through small group, or through another series of Extins chat. But right now, we'll probably take maybe one more question from Slido, and then we will call it a night. Is that okay? So I'm just looking through. Okay, maybe we can do one or two if you can keep things short. So let's do this one. What's the difference between tired and burnout? Pastor, do you want to take this one?
Tired and burnout. I guess tired is not necessarily burnout, but burnout definitely there's tiredness. So I guess yeah, you only get to a place of burnout after a prolonged time of tiredness and tiredness that is not dealt with. So let's say everybody gets tired, okay? You don't have to be doing something that you absolutely hate to be tired. You can do something that you absolutely love and be tired. I love my children, I love my kids, but I can be very tired taking care of them, but that's not burnout, right? So I think tiredness can be physical, tiredness can be mental, tired can be emotional also. But burnout is when it becomes unhealthy lah. Almost becoming like dysfunctional, like you cannot even function anymore. I think that's a very deep level of tiredness. Burnout, I guess the word burnout is kind of like a candle that was burning before, now has nothing left to burn anymore. There's nothing left to give anymore. I think that's burnout. Yeah. And I think what Amelia said is true. If it's tiredness, I think then breaks could help, like just short breaks could help. But if it's burnout, right, it's deeper than just tiredness. It's deeper than just taking breaks. You could take a long break and still remain burnout, because it's burnout is deeper. It's purpose, meaning, passion, things like that. Yeah.
Wow, thanks for sharing, Pastor. I think just based on that, there is a difference between tiredness and burnout, and I think people use the word burnout loosely, very very loosely. But maybe what you may actually mean is tiredness, and if taking that 1-2 weeks break help you to be better in serving the ministry, by all means speak to people about it. But I think the bottom line is this, right? Communicate, speak to someone, and let's talk things through. And it is sad to be burnt out, but it is more sad to burn out alone. So be with someone and talk to them and get someone to rally together with you. Okay, Amelia, one last question for you, if you can keep it short. Why do people get judged for being burnt out? And then we can call it a day. What do you think? It's like there's a label, right? Oh, that guy is burnout. Is it actually true? In fact, do people get judged when they feel burnout?
Actually, I feel that there isn't anyone judging you for getting burnout, but just that the person that is burnout, they tend to feel that people is judging them because they are burnout.
Okay.
If you get what I mean. Yeah, and why would they feel that way? I think it's mainly because they have already lost passion in whatever that they are called to do, and or whatever reason it may be that they feel burnout, and they may feel ashamed to talk this to someone because this person used to be someone that is so passionate, and this person has come to a place where he or she feels burnout, and he or she kind of feel ashamed about it because they feel that people are judging them, but actually there's no one judging them. It's just that inner battle inside them. Yeah.
Yeah. So things get magnified lah, right? It's like sometimes when even people come to you and say, "Hey, how are you?" Then you're like, "Oh, you're judging me. You're judging me." Things are just magnified that way. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Amelia. Okay. We actually have one more question. I feel like we can just silang lah, finish it up, and I don't know how to answer this, so I'm going to point it back to Pastor Andy since it is church related. So the question sounds like this: I heard of people leaving church because they burn out. So why does it feel like the church doesn't care? So, Pastor, as a pastor of a church, what do you have to say about this statement?
Well, I think this kind of question you need more information. I think it would not be fair for me to answer this question as if I have all the answer, because there's a lot of layers here, like, for example, which church you're talking about. Are you saying all of the churches in the world don't care if people burn out? I mean, I struggle to believe that, because I do think that there are many good churches out there who care as well. And if this person says, oh yeah, this particular church doesn't seem like they care, there are more things to ask also, like, why do you feel like they don't care? Is it because no one reached out to you? Or is it because you didn't tell anybody? There's so many different layers here. You know what? You know what I mean? I think maybe we should talk about this one day, Kanish.
Yes.
Like, in fact, not just people leaving the church because of burnout. People can leave the church for many different reasons.
Yes.
And the person leaving the church can also feel like the church don't care.
Yes.
Whatever the reason may be. It can even be like, oh, my lifestyle is very different. I feel like church judging, I'm gonna leave. When there are many instances where the church doesn't even know about the person's lifestyle. It's just the feeling that the church knows. Anyway, I feel it's a very big topic. But I would say that, assuming this person who wrote this have personal experience, either this person himself or herself experienced it, or are very close to someone who experienced it, I think I would like to say very sorry that this is the experience, that you feel like the church doesn't care. But I think I would love for the church to receive a chance from people to kind of like make this right, maybe. Because there's no perfect church, right? Yeah, but yeah, Ganesh, I don't know about you, but I would love to explore this topic one of these days.
Yes, perhaps the next Exchange Chat lah. We can talk about this whole thing about leaving church and changing church for whatever reason, right? And let's be real about it, and let's actually talk about this, especially in this time and age, right? When there's so many churches to choose from as well. Okay, Aaron, I'm gonna leave the last word to you. Do you have any encouragement to people who are burning out? What would you say?
My advice is that if you guys are burned out, or like you don't want to feel burned out, learn how to make your own schedule and try to do good time management. And also, if you want to settle things right, and the purpose of schedule is that like you want to do things according to time and day. And my another advice is that if you want to do something, make sure you get that thing done before you do or add another things to your schedule. Because if you can't get task A done, you wouldn't have the time to finish task B, unless the task B is the easier task lah. But like in my case is that I wouldn't add things to my schedule if I feel like I couldn't finish it in the first place. Because like if I already have a lot of things in my schedule, I wouldn't want to add another things lah. I would just focus on the main objective first, and then only I proceed to another task lah, something like that.
Great. Thanks for sharing, Aaron. Very professional, because you went back to the main topic at hand on time management. So powerful. Okay, that's all we have for you in Exchange Chat today. Now, remember, if it's really you and you really feel like burning out, please speak to someone about it. If you feel tired, please speak to someone about it. If you don't know who, well, probably the first few that you can reach out to is your small group leaders. In fact, if you directly want to speak to myself or Pastor Andy, you feel free to do that, okay? It is a safe space, no judgment, and we would like to have a chat and see how things go from there. Okay, cool. Next Exchange Chat will happen the second week of May, so stay tuned for information. Follow us on social media such as Facebook and Instagram. We had a good time talking about this topic with you guys. Thanks to our panelists, Amelia, Arielle, and Aaron, our AAA. You guys did really awesome. So Pastor Andy, any last sign off, and then we ciao.
No, we've said everything we need to say for tonight already. Yep.
That's right. Okay. No time to lose. Let's go, guys. I'll see you guys next Exchange Chat. Bye.
Bye.